I don't know if they have enough time to defuse.
I got it! I saved it!
Stay alive! Stay alive! You stay alive, you win.
Yeah.
GG.
Let's go, boys. This one's so easy.
Let's go.
Let's go!
Getting the new contract can be hard, especially right now with everyone and their mothers landing on the contracts. It's pretty tough, it is pretty difficult, and honestly, it can be a challenge for some players, especially the ones who do not have their nukes yet or have very little to no experience doing a new contract, because the first thing you're going to have to do is fight those 30 other players on the contract, and then you're actually going to have to do the nuke challenge itself. But what I'm going to be doing in today's video, guys, is showing you guys some of the best tips right now to help you guys get the new contract at the end of Season 3. These tips will include things for the beginning, middle, and end of the match, so you guys have an idea of how to actually do this as best as possible, so you guys can get your new contracts and then actually plant the bomb and get the challenge over with, so you guys can get all those rewards that come with getting your nuke. Before we get into the video, just a heads up, I'm doing some nuke carries as well alongside some of my friends in my Discord, so if you guys want a chance at getting a free nuke, feel free to join my Discord down below. There are tons of people running lobbies and as well as people doing nuke carries and help, so if you guys do need help, feel free to check my Discord, link is down in the description. Welcome back to the channel for returning subscribers, and a warm welcome for the new ones as well. So like I said in the beginning, I'm going to be showing you guys some of the best tips right now for getting the new contract and actually playing it out fully, because it can be quite a challenge, especially right now. Like, the hardest thing for me is definitely trying to actually grab the contract against 30 other players, but with some of these tips, you guys will have a lot better chances to hopefully get that nuke and get it done. If you guys don't get it done, don't worry, you can always keep doing it. Once you pop that contract, it's not the end of the world. There are unlimited tries right now, so you really don't have anything to worry about. But with all that said and out of the way, let's hop into the tips for today's video. So guys, tip number 1 revolves around actually getting the contract itself. So what you're going to want to remember first is checking who is the squad leader, who is number 1 on their ping, because that is going to be the person the beryllium will most likely spawn around. So this is what you're going to do, okay? You're going to plan exactly who's going to go for each one of the 3 nukes. So player number 2, 3, and 4 on the squad are going to choose one of the contracts each and fly towards them. If there is a contract in center circle or anywhere near center circle, the squad leader can also land on that as well, so you guys have 2 people going for it. So make sure each one of you guys land on 1 contract each and fight for it, because you're going to need all 3 of those chances to increase your odds at grabbing that contract. If everyone goes on 1 contract or not everyone goes on all 3 contracts, it'll be a lot harder against those 20 to 30 other players landing on every single contract. So make sure you guys are using your numbers to your advantage. It's always best to jump out of the plane around 700 meters or so, depending on the contract itself, because some places do change. And make sure you guys try to memorize where exactly in those locations the nuke does spawn. The boat in the bottom left corner spawns on the 2nd floor as an example, so make sure you guys know exactly where the nukes are spawning on each place. Try to memorize them as well if you do fail that nuke, because it might be the one that spawns again next match. So just make sure you guys are memorizing all these spots, memorize where to go, and make sure 1 person each is going to every single one of those contracts to increase your odds. So guys, moving on to the second tip is how to do the beryllium. Now the beryllium will be the most headache inducing one, because this is the one that when you pick up is going to be the one that everyone can see, and they'll follow you down and they will hunt you until your squad is out of that match. So the best thing to do is always make sure at the start that beryllium is somewhere inside the circle. If player 1 is in the center of the map when you guys pick up that contract, the chances of it spawning near him are going to be very great, so make sure you guys are always trying to have beryllium spawn center circle. And what you're going to want to do is keep beryllium in its box, not picked up, for as long as possible. If it's still inside of each ring, keep it in there until it's not in the ring anymore and it has to move outside, because the longer it sits in its box, the longer it's not going to be on the map. So only pick it up when the storm is going to eat it up, because once that storm hits it, the contract is going to fail. So make sure you guys are just keeping it just in the box inside as many circles as you can. If it's still in circle for the first 3, you're good to go, because that will be most of the headache people that are gone. So pretty much just to summarize it up, do not touch beryllium until you absolutely have to. Once you do have beryllium, it's always best to have a helicopter or 2 nearby, because going across the map on foot or in very low armored vehicles is going to make it a lot harder for you guys to stay alive. So always use helicopters or the LTVs, because those will be your best bets. If you can do the heavy chopper as well, that is also a great choice, but make sure you guys do plan it accordingly with the heavy chopper, because it does take a while for that chopper to get down to the floor. So you don't want to be staying in the open with beryllium on you, because that has a good chance at getting you killed. For the third tip in this video, it's going to be doing strongholds and black site. Those are both crucial to getting you guys closer to getting a win. Some of the best wins I've gotten are when beryllium actually spawns on the black site. So once you guys have the stronghold, make sure you guys get that key, go to black site as soon as possible with your helicopters. Make sure you guys place your helicopters in a spot that is not going to get airstriked or destroyed by bots, because other teams who have also done the strongholds are going to come to that black site too. So you're going to want to keep it away from airstrikes or mortars. But make sure as well, from both the stronghold and the black site, you guys are stacking up on plates, munitions boxes, armor plates, and streaks, because the streaks and the munitions are going to be your best friends when it comes to planting that bomb itself. Once you guys get the black site done, you're pretty much good to go. Hold that advanced UAV until absolutely necessary, because at the end of the game as well, the advanced UAV will be a crucial step to helping you guys plant and defend that final bomb. So guys, the next tip on this is the fourth tip, but also goes alongside part 3, is holding your streaks. Make sure you guys all have at least a few airstrikes and a few more strikes, because both of those are going to be crucial for helping you guys defend that bomb at the end. The best way I like to use it is the more strike is best for defending when you guys are planting the pieces or actually planting the bomb itself. What I like to do is drop a mortar so my teammate can go onto the bomb itself and drop their elements and even start planting, because the planting does take quite a little bit of time. So the mortar is going to keep people out of that area, and it's going to stay a lot longer, so it'll have less chances of letting people actually push up compared to an airstrike, because an airstrike is only going to last a few seconds and it's not that great for keeping teams off of the bomb. It's best to use airstrikes towards the end when there's actually teams on it, because the mortar strike can actually miss them even when they're on the bomb. I've seen it happen myself. Airstrikes are a lot better because they'll directly hit that bomb, and especially if that bomb is in the open or in a place where it can easily be hit by an airstrike, that is going to get people off of that bomb for defusing very quickly. And if you can combine both, especially towards the last 45 seconds or so, that will be the best bet, because it'll get everyone off and it'll keep it defended for quite some time. The next tip on this list is how to actually defend the bomb, and the best way to do that is holding multiple angles so your teammates can see exactly who's on which side of that bomb, because some people will sneak up on you. They'll be sneaky with those smokes or even just catching you guys lacking. So having some people on high ground and having some people on low ground is always the best bet. What I like to do is have one person near the bomb if it has a little bit of cover, so if someone does push and our streaks are not killing them, we can have one person just jump straight into that bomb and even have to sacrifice themselves if they have to, because if we're defending it from far and someone somehow just manages to get to that bomb and start defusing, it can be very hard to get to it. So having someone close by ready to jump on it and sacrifice their lives will make it a lot better. It's also crucial to know as well that you're going to have to defending a lot of other weird angles as well. There's going to be teams pushing from all different sorts of areas. Sometimes they will be flying in. Those ones are usually easier to kill because they're just the ones coming in from either jailbreaks or just respawns. They don't have guns, they don't have much shields, so it's pretty much just free kills. The ones you're going to really want to look after are the ones who are dropping streaks as well, because that can also defend them if it's their teammates' mortar strike. And as well, you're just going to want to watch teams pushing at different angles. So this is when the advanced UAV comes in use. So make sure you guys are watching all angles and planning accordingly, because there have been times that we've almost lost our plants just because someone caught us lacking, or they just landed in a very smart spot that no one was able to see, so we were able to have people jump on it at last second, and that is pretty much the best way to defend it. So here we have it, guys. These are some of the best tips I have right now for getting that new contract and actually playing it out. If you guys did find this video useful, you're always welcome to drop a like to show support to the channel, and as well, if you have not already, you can always subscribe as well if you have not, so you never miss out on future Call of Duty videos here on the channel. I post all things news, info, tips, and tricks, so if that's something you guys enjoy, you're always welcome to check it out more. But once again, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Scotty. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day and take care.